everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Natasha, the Senior Tarot, and so we have a weekly pick a card. So we have 3 piles for you guys to choose from today. So we have pile 1 here with the opalite, pile 2 with the rose quartz, pile 3 with the citrine. So I only got 3 piles a day. Usually I started doing 4, but this week I don't know if anyone else is based in the UK, but it suddenly got really cold and really like dark, and I feel like it's affected my energy a lot. So this is being recorded the day it's coming out, so usually I don't do that just because it takes forever for the videos to kind of save on my laptop and then upload, but it is what it is, and that's where we are today. But also in exciting news, we have our giveaway winner. So let me just reach across here, and I'm also wearing I'm actually wearing a Disney Christmas sweater right now because I'm freezing. And anyway, so the winner of our giveaway, so what I did was had all the names in XL and then used a random number generator to pick the winner. So if you guys want to do a little drum roll, so our winner is Lissy 721. So you entered via YouTube and also on Instagram. So what I'll do is I will send you a DM on Instagram and then we can arrange for your readings. So yeah, if you want to skip ahead to your pile, then I will see you in your reading. Hey, if you guys chose the opalite, this beautiful stone, then this one is for you guys. So let's take a look at what you have. So you have tarot and an oracle. Oracle's kind of your guidance on this reading. I've not actually pulled all of these this morning before I went to work because I knew time would be quick, so I kind of don't really remember what they were. So this will be as interesting for you as it is for me. So we have Temperance, we have the 6 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Pentacles, a lot of Pentacles energy, we have 8 of Swords, and then I remember I clarified that with the Ace of Pentacles. So then what we'll do is we'll get all your, so you've got 3 Moonology cards. You've got It's Time to Take Action. Don't know if that's gonna fit on, no it's not. Sorry, I feel like I'm very disorganised today. This is some sort of planet gone into retrograde. I feel like something has happened and I feel very out of whack at the moment. And then we have Expect Powerful Change, New Moon Eclipse. Wow, that's a good energy to have. And then look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So for you guys, what I'm seeing, hopefully yeah, everything is on there. So Temperance, the card of one, it is a card of alchemy and kind of making some magic there, but also it is the card of patience. And I feel like you guys, you have lots of pentacle energy here, which is obviously it's earth energy, which is the slowest moving. So I feel like you guys have been really plugging away at something, and I almost feel like the card that's kind of missing there is the one that's sandwiched in between these two, is the 7 of Pentacles. I'm getting like strong 7 of Pentacles energy, like almost like you guys have worked really hard and you've almost just been waiting for your fruits to kind of for the harvest, because you've just been watching them, and I feel like you guys have been very patient, but I feel like that patience is really going to start paying off for you guys. So remember, even though this is a weekly reading, the energies can be slightly longer lasting, because this could be like the start of something. It could be a longer story that's kind of starting this week. And so you have here the 6 of Pentacles. So if you have been worried about money, in particular, or you just feel like in general you've been I feel like you guys maybe have been giving more than you've received. I feel like this is saying that that's going to be flipped on its head, and now you're going to be, I feel like you're going to be definitely receiving. Everything is going to be a lot more balanced, which is great for you guys. Especially here with, it always reminds me slightly of the Justice card because of that balance. No, you haven't got any Libra energy down here. So I feel like, yeah, your finances and your energy is just generally going to be starting to feel more balanced. Because I do see with the 8 of Pentacles that you guys have been working extremely hard. So whether you have been, whether it is that you've just been doing a lot of self-improvement, it could be that, you know, you've been doing, maybe you've been doing some online courses to try and improve your prospects at work, or to get a job. That's something like that. That's going to really pay dividends for you guys, and it's going to work out. Or it could be that you have just been working really hard and accumulating this money, and everything is really now just starting to come to you guys. So maybe you are someone that maybe doesn't necessarily get paid up front or something, and you've been feeling like you've been waiting for this payday to come in, and I feel like it's definitely coming in. And with the 8 of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles, so clarified with the Ace of Pentacles, obviously the 8 of Swords, it's interesting, you have 2 8s next to each other. So 8s can be a sign of a need in like shifting mindsets. It could be that you guys do need a bit of a shift in the mindset between I feel like with that 8 of Swords, that's what's really just sticking out to me as the sort of the thing that looks out of place, because generally everything else is very positive, and it's like a lot of how, as it says, expect powerful change. I feel like you're definitely getting something coming to you. So with the 8 of Swords, I feel like maybe there has been a lot of anxiety for you guys. Maybe there hasn't been a lot of opportunities being presented to you. So as I mentioned, if you are somebody that has been looking for work and you've done things to try and improve your prospects, you've been studying, you've been maybe doing courses, I feel like you have been very much trapped in a mindset of like, oh, this just isn't working out for me, I'm not really moving forward at all, and I'm not getting any new opportunities. And I feel like with your cards below, I feel like Spirit is saying that is all going to change, guys. There is a need with new moon in Aries. So Aries is obviously a fire sign, and it's all about action, passion, and there is this need to take action. So you do have Temperance here, so you may have been kind of just waiting for a little while, and now's your time to act. So whether it is for some of you guys, maybe it is about putting in more job applications, or maybe if you're already in a job but you've been doing stuff to improve, maybe it's time to start talking to your manager about a pay rise or a promotion. I feel like with you having that expect powerful change with this, I feel like whatever action you take is going to lead to something much bigger and much better, kind of like that Ace of Pentacles being offered to you out of the sky. That's the feeling that I'm getting. So yeah, you do have this expect powerful change. So you have 2 new moons here, and that's all about obviously that renewed energy. It's generally a very positive start. So I feel like this week can be a really positive start for something for you guys. And with the look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is generally they're quite happy-go-lucky. They're usually quite a lucky sign, so this could be a bit of a good omen for you guys. Maybe You do have some luck coming to you. Maybe you are going to get some kind of offer with that Ace of Pentacles that's going to kind of break you out of your Eight of Swords there. And it's just a reminder to look at the bigger picture. So even if things aren't going quite good for you or aren't going well for you right now, there is a need to look at the bigger picture. Maybe you have your health, you have your loved ones, if they're safe. Try and look at that stuff to try and help you feel better. But also maybe you guys have been focusing so much on just waiting for this one thing to happen, you've kind of let other things slip by. And so this is just a reminder just to not focus on one thing in particular, whatever that is and resonates for you, because you guys obviously it's a general reading, but we're not focusing on like one particular thing. We're not focusing on career, we're not focusing on love. It could be for some people that it is related to love, but I do see this with very much the Pentacles energy. I do see this as more of a career, money kind of situation for a lot of you. So that's what I see for you guys. If that resonated with you, remember, oh sorry to kick the camera stand there, remember to comment down below. I love hearing from you guys and I do respond to all the comments. And this week I will have my weekly sort of that energy check-in with your person. That will be on Tuesday, and then I'll have videos come out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then obviously this one next Sunday. And yeah, so hopefully if you like what you have seen, then do remember to hit that subscribe button. It's very much appreciated, and you know, it does help my channel grow, reach more people. And thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Hi pile 2, so if you chose the rose quartz, this one is for you guys. So as I said to pile 1, I actually shuffled these all. I'm filming it on the day it's released, and usually I don't do that. So let's see if I remember what the cards were. We have, first of all, we have King of Shells, Harmony and Integrity. I love this because it's got a seahorse. I love seahorses. Then that was clarified by the Five of Feathers. Then we have Knight of Shells, Charm and Passion. So in the SpiritSong Tarot, shells are cups, feathers are swords, and that was clarified by the Two of Crystals and Ten of Crystals. I feel like I need more space. Oh, these cards are a bit bigger as well. And then you have Awakening with that beautiful peacock. And then you have Three of Shells. I feel like you guys have actually got some, from the SpiritSong, some of my favourite cards. And then we have, for your Oracle cards, we have Deep Knowing. And I'm hoping that, yeah, you can see them. Here and Now. So it's weird with Here and Now. I hadn't seen that card for the longest time, and then I think for two readings in a row it's now come out. It's weird how those things work. So you have Your Dreams Need a Practical Plan. Put that there. So that's Full Moon in Taurus. And A Fiery Climax Approaches. Full Moon in Aries. What I find interesting is that you guys have got all full moons and full moon here as well. So I feel like maybe you guys are reaching some kind of ending, and then as you kind of end the cycle, then obviously I guess full moon's kind of in the middle, isn't it? It's yeah, that would be, yeah, because you kind of start a new moon and anyway, just if you know, I got to admit, I wish I knew more about lunar cycles. It's one thing that I'm trying to learn more about, but there's so many things to learn in the world. It's difficult. Anyway, into your reading. You don't want to hear me just mumbling. So with the King of Shells, with the Five of Feathers, I feel like this is the person that you need to embody this week. You really need to become the King of Shells. I feel like you're going to have to be very emotionally stable. I feel like the King of Shells is probably a man that is actually generally very compassionate, and he is very understanding of other people's feelings and emotions because of that, you know, cup energy. And the king is always, because it's the top of the suit, it's always, I feel like, mastery. So it's somebody that has really mastered those skills. So his skills are very much being in touch with his emotional side, being able to you know, have harmony with people, and he does generally do it with integrity, and he does care a lot about other people and their feelings. And I feel like that might be necessary, because you do have the 5 of Feathers here, which is 5 of Swords, which can be about conflict. So there may be this week just generally in your life, so it could be with family members, spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, whoever, colleagues. There might be some conflict this week, and you're really going to have to, I feel like you're really going to have to rise above it, because I get a sense of that it's just, you also have here a fiery climax approaches. So I feel like it's really building. Like, if you've been having little arguments with people, maybe not even arguments, but you know, like disagreements, I feel like it's gonna all come to a head this week, and you're really gonna, because I feel like you're sort of person that probably doesn't want to, you know, doesn't want to yell at someone. So I feel like you're going to have to be very understanding. So when that kind of climax, once it's getting towards the end of an argument, that you don't go off on one, you're going to have to kind of center, get in touch with spirit, try and be a bit more zen, maybe meditate a little bit to really be able to stay in that King of Shells energy, because I do feel like it is difficult. And so you guys also have, I feel like this is, for this reading, I feel like this is almost just a separate, this is almost like a bit of a warning for you guys that this is going to happen. Like, there's going to be a lot of conflict, because the other side of the reading is almost, I feel like it almost doesn't really relate. So with the Knight of Shells, we clarified that with the 2 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, which are crystals in the old SpiritSong Tarot. So your Knight of Shells, I feel like this is very much like a situation. There is, yeah, it's some sort of situation, and I feel like with this next one, I feel like there is, for you guys, you are going to have this kind of awakening this week. And I feel like I feel like for you guys as well, is that it is actually all related to, this is all related together. I'm going to kind of read it together, that I do think it's related to what you do in life, as in like your career, your job. So the Knight of Shells, he is quite a, like all the Shells characters, it's all about, you know, it's a bit more emotional, it's artsy, they're very like, I feel like especially like Knight of Shells reminds me of that really kind of like, you know, somebody that's very in touch with their emotions. Maybe they play a guitar and they like write songs. That's like the feel. That's like when I see the Knight of Shells in my mind, that is the person I see. So I feel like you're going to have some sort of awakening where you kind of realise that maybe it's something that you do outside of work. Maybe it is your side hustle at the moment, or it could be something that you've been thinking about for a long time. I feel like you're going to really realise this week, maybe it could be that this King of Shells, you're kind of done with the conflict. Maybe it's at work that you're just done with people's BS and you think, F this, I just want to, I want to, you know, have my own business where I do what I want, and, you know, I'm really trying to follow my passion. And I feel like this is actually kind of all related, because you have the Two of Crystals here. So I feel like, yeah, this is like your like creative, because I feel like this is a situation. I feel like this is some sort of, I say heartfelt, like it's something that just makes your soul happy. Like, and maybe you guys have been with the Two of Crystals. That's all about balancing in the Rider-Waite. It's all about that juggling of the Pentacles. So I feel like maybe you have, maybe you guys have been juggling it for quite a while. You've been juggling it with your full-time 9-to-5 job, and you're kind of now wondering, actually, this side hustle, is it going to start giving, am I going to be able to have that 10 of Crystals? So I feel like almost the juggling as well is kind of you going between wanting to be in this really heartfelt space of the Knight of Shells and doing something that is your passion, to actually you're like, oh, I don't know, but I really want to have, I want to have my, well, when we can travel again, I want to have like my 2 holidays a year, my nice car and my house and whatever. So I feel like at the moment it could be that this is the thing you're actually juggling, is the idea of how to make it work. And then I feel like maybe with this awakening, and I love the 3 of Shells in this one, it's got playfulness and bliss. I feel like you're going to totally have this epiphany, an awakening, however you want to call it. This is the Judgment card in Rider-Waite, about how you actually follow it. And so I feel like, yeah, you're going to have this whole awakening about following your bliss. And I feel like the Oracle cards are really kind of backing that up. So you have here deep knowing, you have an owl here who are very I always see owls as being a sign of like intuition. They're very wise, they're very strategic as well, I feel. And I feel like they just never give themselves away, because they glide in so quietly and so effortlessly. I feel like you do have this deep knowing inside you about what it is you want to do and what's going to make you happy. And it kind of, yeah, the two of them together, like the awakening and the deep knowing, it's there. You just need a little, I feel like Spirit's just going to give you a little prod with a little spirit stick this week and just be like, hey, hurry up and realise this is what you're meant to be doing now. And I feel like, yeah, you guys, there is a need for you to live in the moment, live in this kind of bliss. So when you kind of realise, I feel like even though you have here your dreams need a practical plan, don't get too bogged down in the way off future. I feel like you need to work, like start from now, be like, what can I do now to start making that a reality? Don't start thinking way down the line, because I feel like that's just going to cause you stress. But there's stuff you can do now. You can start to make a practical plan now, but you don't need to, if you know what I mean, you can make a plan, but you don't need to live it. You don't need to be living that now, because I feel like that's going to cause you a lot of stress. So that's, yeah, this is what I'm seeing for you guys. This could be really exciting. If you are thinking of turning your side hustle into some sort of business, please do comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe I can, not that I have like loads of followers yet, hopefully in the future I will do, but I'd love to see how I could support you, even if it's just sharing something on Instagram or on my YouTube. So yeah, comment down below. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to check out any more of my videos in the coming week, I do have, on Tuesday, I have like an energy check-in with sort of your person. So if that is someone you're in no contact with, low contact, or even like an ex or someone, then you can check that out. Then I do have videos coming out Thursday to Saturday, and then Sunday is obviously my weekly video. So if you like this content, please do subscribe, it's very much appreciated, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Hey pile 3, if you chose the citrine crystal, then this is your reading. So let's just get out all the cards. So we have tarot for kind of what's coming, and then we have some guidance with the oracle cards, that's the word. So we have 5 of Swords in reverse. We have Judgment, which came out in pile 2 as well. We have the Star, which is my favourite card in the tarot. Then we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse, which interestingly came up in pile 2 as well, but not in the reverse. And then you have 4 of Cups. So, sorry, I just sniffed into the camera. I'm very, very sorry if that was loud for you guys. And then for oracle cards, you have 49 Observer. And then you have 11 By the Book. And then 26 Happy Happy, which is obviously Soulmate is my favourite card, I think, from Wisdom of the Oracle, but Happy Happy's got to be number 2. And then you have Awareness. Live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, look for signs and guidance, which is interesting with it coming up with Judgment. Can you see that? You can kind of, there we go, that's probably a bit better, isn't it? So, for you guys, I feel like this could be, was almost related to pile 2 a little bit, maybe not quite. So, with, yeah, because 5 of Swords came up in theirs as well, but in the upright. How very weird. So 5 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you guys are moving out of some sort of conflicts. With pile 2, they were coming to a head. I feel like you guys have kind of moved past that. I feel like you're kind of, with the Star here as well, I feel like you guys have really just got out of it. Maybe it could be a little bit of a difficult time, or it could just be that everyone has been really, really annoying you, and you've just been having little fights here and there, which is not surprising because there's still countries that have, you know, local lockdowns. If you're stuck indoors with your family and you can't really go out, it's not surprising that people are feeling like they're having little conflicts, or it could even be, you know, at work or whatever. But that, I feel like you guys are really going to be moving forward this week with your life. So I feel like I'm just going to mention the guidance card here, because you have Judgment. So Judgment is a bit like a wake-up call, but I feel like it's kind of a spiritually led wake-up call. Your spirit guides have probably been trying to tell you something, and sometimes it just takes us a little longer to work out what spirit is saying, especially if you are just having like a little bit of a spiritual awakening yourself, then yeah, probably have been ignoring the signs, but that's fine. Spirit still loves us anyway. So you do have the Judgment cards, so I feel like there is this awakening in your life at the moment, and it does say here, live in the moment, be conscious of your thoughts, and look for signs and guidance. So I feel like Spirit is probably trying to guide you at the moment, and there is a need for you to be on the lookout. And I feel like that goes quite nicely with Observer here as well, because this is about almost like backing off and watching your life, maybe even other people, from like a point of neutrality. Try and like detach your emotions from it a little bit, and really just watch people, watch their intentions, watch what they're doing, because I feel like you can really learn a lot at the moment, and maybe this is what's needed to help have that kind of wake-up call. Then you have the Star, and the Star, I can't remember who it was on Instagram. I think I'd messaged them about replied to their story, and they asked me, what does the star mean to you? And to me, the star is, it kind of means it means safety, in the sense that you've been through, obviously in the tarot, you've been through the death card, you've been through the devil, the tower, you've been through a lot of negative energies, and the star is the first one out of that, where it may be dark still, it may still be nighttime, but it's the first time you kind of feel safe, and you're seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, and you're kind of almost daring to dream. I see it as such like a really beautiful energy, and I feel like maybe you guys are having some sort of awakening at the moment. Maybe it is about just generally about your life. Maybe this is why the observer's here. There's a need to really maybe even just watch people in your life. Maybe you're realizing some of the people in your life aren't as genuine as you think. Maybe they're kind of leeching off you. With that 5 of, you may have had some conflicts in the past, so I feel like there is this need to kind of back up, because I feel like maybe for some of you it could be person related, this kind of wake up call, and realizing that actually some of these people in my life don't really, make me happy, they don't bring me joy, and maybe you've been through arguments with them, and now it's the time that you're really starting to think, well, actually this is how I want to be treated, this is what I want from life. With the star, it's that wishful thinking. And what I like next to it is that you do, even though the 10 of Pentacles is in reverse, how I'm reading this is just at the moment it's in reverse. I'm just seeing that currently there is some sort of block for you guys, and what I do see as well with the 4 of Cups is this, I feel like maybe you guys are starting to turn your life around a little bit, because this is now in the reverse. Reversals are one of those weird things that I feel like for me they actually change a lot more than how I view the cards in the upright. The upright, often they do have quite similar meanings, but sometimes the meanings almost come to me a bit tweaked. But the reversals do, sometimes it's like it can mean something entirely different. Sometimes I just see it and I do see it as it's being blocked, or it's just the opposite of what it is in the upright. And I feel like for both of these, I'm seeing them just very much as the opposite of the upright, and that's just being blocked. Your happy ending at the moment is being blocked, but I feel like that blockage before may have been the 4 of Cups in the upright. Maybe you guys were focusing too much on what you didn't have, and now you have it in the reverse, because I feel like maybe you guys are really starting to learn about law of attraction, law of assumption, because that's what by the book generally is. It's about having that understand, like it's about needing to play by the rules, and the rules it speaks of in this is obviously we have our own rules set by government, etc, blah blah blah, but there's also rules of the universe. So personally I go more with law of assumption, because to me it just makes more sense than law of attraction. But if law of attraction is what you believe in and it works for you, then go for it. So I feel like you guys are maybe, with by the book, are starting to wake up to this kind of law of attraction, law of assumption, realizing, and law of abundance, because that's what 10 of Pentacles is all about. It's all about abundance. Maybe before you didn't believe that you could have it, and that was your block, and now you guys are starting to learn about these things in by the book, and you're realizing, actually I'm not limited. I'm like, there is no limit to this abundance. All this abundance is in the universe already, and I'm the one that is stopping me from getting it because of my maybe negative beliefs. Maybe this conflicts before, they could have even just been internal conflicts, and you're really having a wake up about this. Oh, that's what I really get the feeling it is about this, because when I looked at them this morning, I got to admit I was slightly confused about these cards, and it feels like all of a sudden they make sense. It's weird how tarot sometimes works like that. And yeah, so I feel like you guys are really starting to get into this, and with the happy, it's all about being content, being already happy with what you've got. So if you do believe in law of attraction, that is very important. It's important even for law of assumption to live in that end game as such. So if you're living as, if you want to be abundant, then you just repeat those affirmations to yourself. And that's why I think law of attraction works with law of assumption, because you could kind of do both. Because if you're using in my mind at least, it kind of works. If you're doing these affirmations and you're starting to believe it, then that would mean your vibration was raising anyway, and then you would attract it through law of attraction. So either way, whatever you want to whatever you want to use to really attract this abundance, because it is in your cards here. Like, it's something that you can have. And I feel like before that maybe your limiting beliefs were that blocking factor, but now I feel like you guys are really starting to get on it. And I feel like this could be a big week for you, for maybe definitely even with that observant, maybe you guys are just going to watch a lot of videos about it, really start learning about these laws that can help bring into your life whatever you want. So that's what I see for you guys. If this resonates with you, please do comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, and I do respond to all the comments. If you want more of my content in this coming week, so on Tuesdays, last week was my first one, but I'll be releasing one every week. It's like an energy check-in with your person, so we'll look into how they're feeling, what they're thinking about you, their intentions, channeled messages. It's a longer reading, but you know, there is a lot of information there. And then I have videos coming out on Thursday through to Saturday, and then with this one on a Sunday. So if that's of interest to you and you don't want to miss anything, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye, Par 3.